Good afternoon and Happy New Year! Thank you for waiting patiently for the first show of the new year. I hope you enjoy it. It's jam-packed with both normal pieces and new pieces of information. Before we get to the good stuff, I just wanted to take a few minutes to acknowledge the new year by attempting to get my watchers involved in some discussions. So I want to know, how did you celebrate the coming of the new year? Did you go out dancing? Or did you stay home and watch the ball drop? Or did you just pass out and wake up to a new year? I had a few people over and we ordered pizza, played games, and just had a good time until 10 o'clock. And then I ushered in the new year alone on Facebook watching TV shows. Do you have any resolutions? Or do you not do resolutions? I have a few. We'll see how many of them I end up following through with. What was your highlight of 2013? Did you get engaged, married, have a baby? Or is your highlight something that happened in the news that affected you, like the Boston Marathon bombing? Please join in and comment, either via YouTube or Google+, or via Facebook in the comment section where I post the link. One of my resolutions for this new year is to make this show better and to get my fans to participate a little bit more, other than the Fan of the Week question and being the Fan of the Week. In this new year, I'd love to see my viewers become more talkative amongst each other and starting discussions. I will try to end each segment with a question or include a section each week where you can voice your opinions. Next, I wanted to show some mention for my local news station, who recently did a slideshow of some of the oddest college degrees out there. So if you're from New Hampshire and you are a fan of the WMUR webpage on Facebook, you probably saw the slideshow app that you could slide through these cool degrees, but I wanted to do a segment on them because some of them are just plain out there. Would you consider any of them for yourself? And if so, which ones? First off, leading the list is a degree in puppetry. Yes, you heard correctly, a degree in puppetry. The University of Connecticut has a degree in puppeteering as part of their dramatic arts program. The degree has been offered since 1964. Muppet star Jim Henson, according to my sister, got this degree. So you can become a famous puppeteer if you want to. Next, Duke University has both undergraduate and graduate courses in Canadian Studies that can be used towards an undergraduate double major or minor, or as a graduate certificate. San Francisco State University offers both a master's degree and a minor in sexuality studies. Seriously? Indiana University offers a doctorate program in decision sciences that focuses on decision making. There's something we should all take. Appalachian State University in North Carolina offers a degree in fermentation science, which, among other things, includes how beer and wine are made and how they age. Laston Community College, not sure where it is because they didn't say it, offers students a chance to learn everything they can about guns, and every kind of gun too, with a degree in gunsmithing. Bowling Green State University offers a pop culture degree program that includes topics of television, music, and movies. You can also get a degree in professional nanny. Sullivan University in Kentucky offers a 12-month-long program that allows students to earn a professional nanny diploma, which includes a certificate from the American Council of Nanny Schools, as well as CPR and first aid certifications. The Harrisburg Area Community College has a degree in auctioneering, which includes learning how to talk extremely fast. That was my demonstration of an auctioneer there for a second. And lastly, students that go to Liverpool Hope University in the United Kingdom can get a master's degree in Beatles history. That's an interesting talk show thing right there. What did you major in? Oh, I majored in the Beatles. That's an interesting one. Next up, we have our TV news segment, which we have a few things, a few newsworthy material, and then a special segment on the stars we lost in 2013. First off, A judge is leaving a popular show, which may result in the show's cancellation. No, it's not Dancing with the Stars. Demi Lovato is leaving the X Factor, but there also are reports that the show already may not be coming back for a fourth season, even if Demi were to stay. Ratings have been steadily falling due to the competition of other music-related shows, such as NBC's The Voice, as well as their new debut show, The Sing-Off, ABC's Duets, and Fox's American Idol. A formal announcement regarding the life of the show will be announced at a later date. A popular TV Land actress breaks her foot and has surgery. Hot in Cleveland star Valerie Bertinelli is recuperating after having surgery for a broken foot. She seems to be doing well, according to her agent, and is in good spirits. How did she break her foot? She rammed it into something when rushing to get her cats off the kitchen counter. Even stars have domestic moments that don't go so well. And next, since it's the new year, I figured I would pay tribute to all the stars of the stage, screen, and music scene that we have loved and lost in 2013. We may not remember all of them, but there were a lot. Starting off, country singer Patti Page left this world on the first day of 2013 at the age of 85. She was best known for her hit song Tennessee Waltz and passed from lung and heart disease. She is buried at the El Camino Memorial Park in San Diego, California. On January 2nd, actor Ned Wertheimer died at the age of 89. He passed due to complications sustained in a fall. He is best known for his role as the doorman on the long-running TV series The Jeffersons. On January 4th, actor and author Tony Lip passed away at the age of 82. He is best remembered for his role in the HBO hit series The Sopranos. He is buried in Mary Rest Cemetery in Mahwah, New Jersey. January 7th, TV show host Huell Hauser passed away at the age of 67 after a long battle with cancer. He is best known as the host of the show California's Gold on PBS. Huell's wish was to be cremated and his ashes are to be scattered amongst his favorite places in California. Moving on to February, on February 17th, country singer Mindy McCready was found dead in her home after an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound at the age of 37. Two of her best-known hits are Guys Do It All the Time and 10,000 Angels. Ironically, her boyfriend and the father of her child also died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound in January of 2013. Mindy is buried in Alva Cemetery in Alva, Florida. March 1st, actress Bonnie Franklin died at the age of 69 from complications of pancreatic cancer. Her most remembered work is One Day at a Time, and she is also a multiple award winner, including Tonys, Grammys, and Golden Globe Awards. She and her husband are both buried at Mount Sinai Memorial Park in Los Angeles. March 28th, British actor Richard Griffiths passed away at the age of 65 from complications of heart surgery. He is best known for playing the role of Vernon Dursley in the Harry Potter series movies, as well as King George II in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. He is buried in Holy Trinity Churchyard in his native land of Warwickshire, England. March 30th, producer Phil Ramone died at the age of 79 from a brain aneurysm. He was a music producer who worked with Billy Joel and Ray Charles and won Grammys for his work. March 31st, MTV star Shane Gandy died at the age of 21 from accidental carbon monoxide poisoning in his car. He was most recently a recurring star on the MTV series Buck Wild at the time of his death. On April 4th, praised movie critic Roger Ebert died at the age of 70 after an 11-year battle with cancer. He is most commonly known and remembered as the other half of the movie critic duo Ebert and Roeper, who gave their reviews for almost every new movie of that year. April 8th, actress Annette Funicello died at the age of 70 from complications of multiple sclerosis. She is best known and remembered for being one of the original Mouseketeers on Disney's Mickey Mouse Club. She is buried in Forest Lawn Memorial Park, also known as Hollywood Hills, in Los Angeles, California. April 11th, improvisation actor Jonathan Winters died at the age of 87 of natural causes. He is best known for his work on the show Mork and Mindy. April 20th, child actress from the 1930s Deanna Durbin died at the age of 91 of natural causes. Her most commonly known roles include Three Smart Girls and First Love. April 21st, lead singer Chrissy Amphlett died at the age of 53 after a long battle with both breast cancer and multiple sclerosis. She was the lead singer of the 1980s Australian rock band The Devinals. She was cremated. April 22nd, soul legend Richie Havens died at the age of 72 from a heart attack. He is most remembered for singing the opening song at the Woodstock Festival in 1969. He was cremated per his wishes, and his ashes were spread at the original Woodstock site in Bethel, New York. April 26th, country legend George Jones passed away at the age of 81 from hypoxic respiratory failure, meaning his tissues did not have enough oxygen to continue living. His most iconic song is He Stopped Loving Her Today, which is about a husband who loses his wife. He is buried at Woodlawn Memorial Park in Nashville, Tennessee, with a very large stone with his actual autograph in the corner. April 28th, Grammy-winning cellist Janos Starker died at the age of 88. He made his professional debut at the age of 14. May 2nd, guitarist Jeff Hanneman passed away at the age of 49 from liver failure. He was a founding member of the group Slayer. May 8th, actress Jean Cooper died at the age of 84. Her best-known role was the role of Catherine Chancellor on the long-running and still-running soap opera The Young and the Restless, which airs on CBS. Jean was cremated and her ashes were given to a family member. A portion of her ashes were also scattered per her wishes. May 20th, keyboardist Ray Manzarek died in Germany at the age of 74 after a battle with bile duct cancer. He was the original keyboardist for the group The Doors. May 31st, the world's beloved Edith passed away. Jean Stapleton was 90 and died peacefully of natural causes. She is best known for her role of Edith Bunker, Dingbat, on the long-running TV series All in the Family. June 18th, actor James Gandolfini died at the age of 51 from an apparent heart attack while on a trip to Rome, Italy, with his son. He is best known for playing the role of crime boss Tony Soprano on the HBO series The Sopranos. His death came as a shock to the cast, who already lost a recurring series member earlier in the year. He was cremated and his ashes were given to a family member. June 19th, country singer Slim Whitman died at the age of 90 from heart failure. He is best remembered for his very high-pitched yodeling voice. He is buried in the Middleburg Methodist Church Cemetery located in Middleburg, Florida. July 4th, Irish actress and singer Bernie Nolan passed away at the age of 52 from breast cancer. She was the lead singer of The Nolans. July 13th, Canadian actor Corey Monteith died at the age of 31 from a drug overdose in a hotel in Vancouver. He was best known for his role as Finn Hudson on the Fox series Glee. The death took the entire cast by surprise and even caused co-star Jane Lynch to tear up during an interview with Jay Leno. The cast and show honored Corey with a special episode in which his character Finn dies. He was cremated, but the location of his ashes is unknown at this time. August 14th, actress Lisa Robin Kelly died at the age of 43 while in a treatment facility. She is best known for her role as Laurie Foreman on That 70s Show. Lisa was cremated and her ashes are with her family members. Also on the 14th of August, we lost Gia Alamand at the age of 29. She committed suicide, which was a shock to the crew from the two shows she was a contestant on, The Bachelor and The Bachelor Pad. She was also a model and actress. August 15th, actor August Schellenberg died at the age of 77 after a battle with cancer. He is best known for playing the Native American mentor to Jesse in all of the Free Willy movies. He is buried at Sparkman Hillcrest Memorial Park in Dallas, Texas. August 19th, actor Lee Thompson Young died young at the age of 29, the result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He first got his big break appearing on the Disney series The Famous Jet Jackson, and was most recently seen as part of the cast of TNT's hit series Rizzoli and Isles, based off of the books of Patricia Cornwell. He is buried in Lakeview Memorial Gardens in Clover, South Carolina. August 24th, we lost a great film star on this day, when Julie Harris died at the age of 87. She died of congestive heart failure. She has won 5 Tony Awards, 3 Emmys, and a Grammy over her long career. On August 31st, iconic British journalist David Frost passed away at the age of 74. He died of a heart attack while on a cruise. He is best remembered for his interview of U.S. President Richard Nixon in 1977. September 9th, filmmaker and journalist Saul Landau died at the age of 77 after 2 years of fighting bladder cancer. Saul is the author of 14 books and over 50 documentaries. In 1980, he won his first Emmy for his documentary film called Paul Jacobs and the Nuclear Gang. On October 1st, well-known author Tom Clancy died at the age of 66 from an unidentified illness. He is the author of best-selling books that include The Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, and Clear and Present Danger. On October 7th, France lost a very talented actor, filmmaker, and director. Patrice Cheroux died at the age of 68, following a battle with lung cancer. His most popular movies include Lorraine Margot and Intimacy. October 8th, singer Phil Chevron died at 56 after battling esophageal cancer. He is best known for his work with The Pogues, an Irish punk band. He is buried in Dardistown Cemetery in his native land of Cloghran, County Dublin, Ireland. October 16th, character actor and comedian Ed Lauter died at the age of 74 from mesothelioma, a very rare form of lung cancer. His most recent appearance was Clint Eastwood's Trouble with the Curve in 2012. He also appeared in over 200 movies and TV shows throughout his career. October 25th, another classic TV icon has gone to heaven. Marcia Wallace died at the age of 70 after a long battle with breast cancer. She is best known as providing the voice for Bart Simpson's teacher Edna Crabapple, and classic TV viewers will remember her best as Carol Kester on The Bob Newhart Show. Marcia was cremated and her ashes were scattered in the Pacific Ocean. October 27th, rock legend Lou Reed died at the age of 71 from complications of a liver transplant that was performed in May. Although he did have a solo career, he is most remembered for his work with the group Velvet Underground. November 30th. November was a quiet month for celebrity passings, with only one shocking one. Fast and Furious star Paul Walker died at the age of 40 in a tragic car accident that is still being investigated to this day. He is buried in Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, in Los Angeles, California. December 9th, Academy Award nominee Eleanor Parker died at the age of 91 after battling pneumonia. She is best known for playing the Baroness in the original 1965 version of The Sound of Music. Ironically, her death happened around the time of the new live version starring Carrie Underwood first appeared on NBC. Eleanor also had her ashes spread in the Pacific Ocean, so she's hanging out with Marcia. December 12th, pneumonia also took the life of actor and creator Tom Laughlin at the age of 82. He is best known for creating and starring in the series Billy Jack. Also on the 12th, we lost actress Audrey Totter at the age of 95 after recently suffering a stroke. She is best known as the 1940s actress starring in Lady in the Lake. December 14th, actor Pete O'Toole died at the age of 81 after a long illness. He is best known for his role in Lawrence of Arabia. He was nominated for an Academy Award 8 times, but never took home the award. Peter was cremated, but the location of his ashes has not been mentioned. December 15th, actress Joan Fontaine passed away at the age of 96, peacefully in her sleep. She is best known for her roles in Alfred Hitchcock's movies Suspicion and Rebecca, one of my favorites. December 16th, country singer Ray Price died at the age of 87, just a few short days after a public announcement of his entrance into a hospice center. He died after a 2-year battle of pancreatic cancer. He is best known for his song Crazy Arms. He is buried at Westland Memorial Park in Dallas, Texas. December 19th, screenwriter Ned Vizzini died at the age of 32. He is alleged to have taken his own life. He is the writer of the novel It's Kind of a Funny Story, which became a movie in 2010 starring Emma Roberts. 2014 has already started off to a rocky start with stars dying, and those will be featured next year in my 2014 show, if the show survives that long. Next up, we have 2 TV show reviews that I watched over break. I didn't get to watch any movies, but I definitely plan to soon. The first show that I reviewed and watched is called The Bravest. This show is absolutely awesome. I don't believe that it's on any TV networks, but it is on Hulu.com as a free show. It is very similar to Cops, only it's on firefighters. I found it quite by accident while strolling through other shows and decided to give it a chance, being that I like firefighters so much. Surprise, surprise, I loved it. I will definitely be watching this show again. Each episode is only 21 minutes long, which is much shorter than the average TV episode, even with the mini commercials in between. If you like reality documentaries that are not competitive but truthful, you will like this show. Next is Haunted Highway. This show is not one of my favorites, but it is definitely interesting and worth watching if you're into ghost hunting. I watched it simply because it was on my list of ghost-related TV shows. I may watch all the seasons available on Hulu, but the first episode didn't impress me very much. The first half of the show was good, although I feel a little of it was staged, as many ghost stories are. The second part, however, I found to be ridiculously stupid, as it dealt with some phantom beast that only attacks sheep. How is that ghost-related? If you're going to call yourself a paranormal ghost hunting show, then stick to that, not things that don't exist. This is an actual show on the Sci-Fi Network, although I'm not sure what night it airs, and it may even be canceled by now, I'm not 100% sure. For my book review this week, over break, I finally was able to finish and review When Tomorrow Speaks to Me, Memoirs of an Irish Medium by Bridget Benson. Having psychic mediumship experiences myself lately, I've been reading a lot of books about mediums, specifically mediums that were raised or are still practicing Catholics, along with having their gifts. I'll review each book as I finish it, but this one was very good. Bridget was brought up in Ireland and was raised Catholic, but chose to go to the Spiritualist Church once she was old enough to make her own decisions. The Spiritualist Church is popular amongst mediums, but not all mediums are involved with Spiritualist churches. Teresa Caputo, Long Island medium, is a devout Catholic who attends Mass every Sunday and prays before each reading she does. Getting back to the book, I really enjoyed reading it and actually cried a few times at the stories she shared. Reading this and the other books I've been reading has made me a little less nervous about my own gifts and experiences, knowing that although I may not be accepted or maybe thought of as weird or possessed or whatever, I know I'm not alone being Catholic and gifted in this area. And for all you friends that think I'm going to become a professional medium like them, the answer is no. That's not my goal and never will be. Bridget Benson is also the writer of the popular poem If Tomorrow Starts Without Me, which I will read to you. Bear with me if I get emotional, as it is a very emotional poem, but I hope it gave you comfort as much as it gives me. When tomorrow starts without me, this is what you have to do. Give help and comfort to each other, for I am still a part of you. I tried my best to stay with you, but the pain was much too strong. I know you are going to miss me, but in your hearts I still belong. I've left you all a memory I know that you will treasure. It will take you through good and bad times, as memories last forever. When it rains, I'll be your sunshine. When darkness falls, I'll be your light. When you're sad, I'll make you happy. When you can't sleep, I'll hold you tight. So when tomorrow starts without me, and you find that I'm not there, look around and you will feel me almost everywhere. Death cannot divide us, as days and nights turn into years. I want you all to be happy, smiling faces, no more tears. If my parting has left a space and you're wondering what to do, you will make me very happy if my wishes you see through. Give help to those who need it, so that they never feel alone. Always speak about me, in and around the home. A hug I give to all of you, and remember this is not goodbye. Look forward to when we meet again, one day beyond the sky. Bridget now lives in England, but travels to Ireland twice a year to do local readings and an occasional fundraising reading event in a civic center or theater. The way that those fundraising events works is she usually gives titles like Postcards from Heaven, and that's what the fundraiser is called. And the money that raised, obviously through tickets, is what goes to the charity. And then she basically gets all these people that paid money, and then she goes through and reads them, whoever's spirits come forward. Again, I'm not going to do any of that, so don't worry. Restaurant review. I did a review on Pizza Market. Pizza Market is a local chain with locations throughout the New England area. Manchester has one on Hanover Street on the eastern side of the city. We ordered from this place on New Year's Eve per the suggestion of my sister, who ate there a lot when she lived on that side of town. We ordered one large pizza, a medium pizza, waffle fries, and cheesy breadsticks, and it was under $50, a very good deal. The pizza was not greasy at all, and the cheese was actually the way pizza is supposed to be. Cheesy. There's a concept. Their breadsticks are in the shape of a pizza instead of just simple breadsticks, and are very delicious. Their waffle fries were also good. If you're in the New England area, I would look up where your local Pizza Market is and consider trying them out. They're very accommodating with specific instructions and have a few gluten-free products. Many of their restaurants also offer online ordering, which is very simple and convenient, with the option of saving your orders for future usage, so you don't have to keep creating a new order. This comes in handy for large orders, so if you entertain a lot, especially with sports events, you can order the same sequence of pizzas each time. Now switching gears to Reflection Corner. Today's reading is from the first book of John, chapter 4, verses 7 through 10. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. And he who loves is born of God and knows God. He who does not love does not know God, for God is love. In this, the love of God was made manifest among us, that God sent his only Son into the world, so that we might live through him. In this is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the expiation for our sins. The psalm is still Psalm 72, verses 1 through 4 and 7 through 8. Only this time, since it's a new year, new me, I'm going to try to sing the responses as if they would be done at Mass. Justice shall flourish in his time, and fullness of peace forever. Give the King justice, O God, and righteousness to the royal Son. May he judge the people with righteousness, and the poor with justice. Let the mountains bear prosperity for the people, and the hills in righteousness. May he defend the cause of the poor of the people, give deliverance to the needy and crush the oppressor. Justice shall flourish in his time, and fullness of peace forever. In his days may righteousness flourish, and peace abound, till the moon be no more. May he have dominion from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. Justice shall flourish in his time, and fullness of peace forever. And your gospel reading today is from Mark 6, verses 34 to 44. And he went ashore. As he went ashore, he saw a great throng, and he had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. And when it grew late, his disciples came to him and said, "This is a lonely place, and the hour is now late. Send them away to go into the country and villages round about, and buy themselves something to eat." But he answered them, "You give them something to eat." And they said to him, "Shall we go and buy 200 denarii worth of bread, and give it to them to eat?" And he said to them, "How many loaves have you? Go and see." And when they had found out, they said, 5, and 2 fish. Then he commanded them all to sit down by companies upon the green grass. So they sat down in groups, by hundreds and by 50s. And taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven, and blessed and broke the loaves, and gave them to the disciples to eat before the people, to set before the people. And he divided the 2 fish among them all. And they all ate and were satisfied. And they took up 12 baskets full of broken pieces and of the fish. And those who ate the loaves were 5,000 men. We have 2 saints today. The first is Saint Raymond of Pennafort. Saint Raymond of Pennafort was a Master General of the Order of Preachers and was born in Pennafort, Catalonia. Born into a noble family in the Kingdom of Catalonia, eastern Spain, around 1175, Raymond was educated in Barcelona. A brilliant student, Raymond moved to Bologna in 1210 to study at the newly founded university there. Universities were a fairly new concept in Europe. What had once been schools attached to cathedrals now became universities, with courses in medicine, law, philosophy, and theology. Oxford, Paris, and Bologna all became famous centers of learning. Raymond remained in Bologna for 9 years, devoting himself to the study of law, especially canon law. When he returned to Barcelona in 1219, the bishop of the city appointed Raymond to the post of archdeacon. His mission was to care for the poor. In Barcelona, Raymond spent many hours in contemplation and study, and began a lifelong passion for converting the Moors, who were Muslims, and Jews of Spain to Christianity. In 1221, he joined the Order of Preachers, commonly known as the Dominicans. In 1230, Raymond was summoned to Rome to serve as confessor to Pope Gregory the 11th, or 9th, or something. IX, whatever that is in Roman numerals. It's been a while. He urged the Pope to do penance by acting on petitions he received from the poor. While in Rome, Raymond also supervised the compilation of various papal decrees known as the Decretals, a job that took him 3 years. In 1235, Raymond returned to Bologna and rejoined the Dominicans. Soon after his arrival, a reluctant Raymond was elected Master General of the Dominicans, a post he held until his retirement in 1240 at the age of 65. He died on January 6, 1275, and was canonized in 1601. in his footsteps. Early in his career, the scholarly Raymond became a staunch friend of the poor. Centuries later, economist Hernando de Soto has spent his career trying to help the poor of South America. Hernando, the director of the Institute for Liberty and Democracy in Lima, Peru, researches why people remain in poverty. After years of working in poor communities, Hernando offers solutions to poverty. Abolish government regulations that prevent poor people and small-scale entrepreneurs from accumulating wealth. And create a system that recognizes small-scale property ownership, such as farmers who till abandoned land. Hernando believes that allowing the poor of South America to have titles to the land they occupy will open up access to loans, which will help them to grow their businesses. This growth will enable these landowners to raise themselves out of the cycle of poverty. Like Raymond, Hernando has used his scholarship to make productive changes in people's lives. Next we have Saint Reinhold. Saint Reinhold is the patron of stonemasons and was born in Cologne, Germany. Reinhold, also known as Reinhold, Reinhold, and Reinhold, was a Benedictine monk who was said to have been a descendant of the Frankish king Charlemagne. He was also the youngest of the 4 sons mentioned in William Caxton's romantic poem, Amen. When Reinhold entered the monastery of Pantaleon in Cologne, he was placed in charge of the building program there. Monasteries were extremely important at the time, so for Reinhold to have been entrusted with such a responsibility, he must have been familiar with the skills laborers needed to create magnificent buildings. One of Reinhold's responsibilities was to oversee the group of stonemasons. He also joined them in working on the building itself. The stonemasons became angered when Reinhold was working longer and harder than they were. They felt his extraordinary example made them appear less skilled and inefficient. In a horrible fit of rage, they attacked and killed Reinhold with their hammers, then threw his body into a pool near the Rhine. It is said that Reinhold's body was later found through a divine revelation. Despite the fact that he was beaten to death by stonemasons who were working for him, Reinhold was named their patron. His feast day was formerly March 7th, but it has been changed to January 7th. In art, he is often depicted holding a stonemason's hammer. In his footsteps, Reinhold died for working hard and doing his job too well. In the same vein, in the 1990s, Spanish journalist Carmen Guchara became a target of the Basque terrorist organization ETA because, as a responsible reporter, she dared to write about the group's bloody campaign for independence. Carmen works for El Mundo, a Madrid-based newspaper, and is also a commentator on Spanish television and radio. In 1996, the ETA threw 3 Molotov cocktails into her private office. Carmen's apartment was bombed in 1997. She and her 2 children barely escaped injury. Unswayed, Carmen never lost sight of her goal. She continues to write about the workings of the ETA. She has received numerous awards for her valor, including one from the International Women's Media Foundation. Knowing your cause is just the beginning of your courage, even in face of threats. To learn more about Carmen's cause, you can visit www.iwmf.org. Our closing prayer for the day. Blessed Father Almighty, please teach us to be valiant in the face of impending danger. Teach us to be humble in the throes of ego and vanity. Help us to be watchful of our words and deeds. Remind us to be peaceful, grateful, and hopeful through all the days of our lives. Amen. Our fan of the week for this week is Matthew Bilodeau. Matt is my cousin, and a very good one at that. I was his babysitter growing up, and it's hard to believe that he's now a freshman in college. He is going to Keene State and majoring in film production. If he ever finds the time, we hope to get my book, Death Squared, turned into a movie or miniseries. Now that he's fan of the week, he can't answer next week's question, and he must share my video in some way or form, either by liking it or favoriting it on YouTube, sharing it on Facebook, or by email. This month's theme for questions is TV, movies, and literature, so if these areas suit you, pay attention to my status updates this month. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday.